Comfort is killing your future, not poverty, not bad luck, not your background. Comfort that you're not broke because the world is unfair that you're broke because you made peace with easy. You wake up tired, you scroll, you complain, you repeat, and you still expect a different life. Let me say it slow so it hurts. Your comfort zone is a graveyard, and your dreams are already buried there, calling out laziness and comfort. You say you want success, but your actions say you want convenience. You say you're hungry, but you stop when it gets uncomfortable. You say one day, but you sleep like you've got forever. Let me tell you something nobody told you, that if you were serious, your life would already look different. Serious people move different. Serious people suffer in silence. Serious people don't need motivation. They need discipline. But you want results without resistance, money without mastery, respect without sacrifice. That's not ambition, that's entitlement. And the world doesn't reward entitled people. Reality slap. Why life isn't changing? Look at your life. Right now, same problems, same income, same excuses, different year. That's not bad luck, but that's a pattern. Your life isn't stuck. You're stuck in habits, stuck in comfort, stuck in I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most dangerous lie you tell yourself, because tomorrow feels safe. Tomorrow feels responsible. Tomorrow keeps you weak. Winners don't live in tomorrow. They suffer now. Pain truth. Success is not beautiful. Let me destroy the fake motivation you've been sold. Success is not balance. Success is not happiness first. Success is not follow your passion. Success is loneliness. Success is missing out. Success is working while people laugh at you. You will lose friends. You will lose sleep. You will lose comfort. And if you're not willing to lose those things, you were never built to win. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is weak. Motivation works when life is easy. Discipline works when life punches you in the mouth. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move anyway. You don't need confidence. You need commitment, because confidence comes after. Results, not before. Stop waiting to feel like it. That feeling is a luxury you can't afford. Identity crack. You're acting normal. Here's the real problem. You want an abnormal life, but you're living like everyone else. Normal sleep, normal effort, normal excuses, normal pain tolerance. Let me be clear. Normal people stay average. Normal people clock out. Normal people binge watch. Normal people say, at least I tried. You're not normal. So stop acting normal. Late night grinder moment. It's late right now. Most people are asleep. Their future is asleep with them. But you're awake. And that means something. Late nights are where identities are built. Late nights decide who escapes poverty. While they rest, you grind. While they relax, you sharpen. While they dream, you execute. This is where separation starts. An sympathy zone. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you're scared. That I don't care if nobody supports. You. Excuses don't build empires. Pain is not your enemy. Comfort is, and every time you choose comfort, you vote against your future. Repeatable punchline. Introduction, say this. Burn this into your mind. Comfort is killing my future. Every time you want to quit. Every time you want to rest too early. Every time you want easy. Repeat it. Comfort is killing my future. Part 1 cliffhanger. Identity shift coming. In the next part, I'm going to show you why broke people protect comfort and why elite minds hunt discomfort on purpose. This is where weak identities die. Stay here, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's be honest. You don't fear failure. You fear discomfort. You don't hate being broke. You hate the process that fixes it. That's why most people stay stuck, because comfort feels like safety. But comfort is a slow poison. And the scary part? It tastes good. The comfort trap. Why poor thinking feels right. Comfort lies to you. It whispers. Rest a little more. You deserve this break. Tomorrow you'll go harder. Comfort doesn't scream that IT seduces, that IT gives you just enough pleasure to keep you alive and just enough pain to keep you dreaming. That's the trap. Broke minds protect comfort like it's oxygen because discomfort reminds them of their weakness, and weak identities hate mirrors. Why you defend the life you hate? Let me say something that will hurt. You defend the life you complain about. You protect habits that keep you poor. You justify routines that keep you average. Why? Because changing requires pain, and pain exposes who you really are. Comfort lets you hide. Comfort lets you say, at least I'm trying. At least I'm not lazy. At least I'm not like them. But deep down, you know that if you were honest with yourself, you'd admit this. You've been negotiating with your potential. Elite mindset. Pain is a signal, not a stop sign. Elite minds think differently. They don't ask, how do I avoid pain? They ask, how much pain can I handle? Because pain is information. Pain tells you where growth lies. Pain shows you where you're weak. Pain exposes what needs to be trained. Weak minds run from pain. Strong minds run toward it. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand the reward on the other side. Loneliness, the price of escaping average. Nobody prepares you for this part. When you choose growth, you choose loneliness. Your circle gets quiet. Invites disappear. People stop understanding you. That they'll say, you've changed. You think you're better. You work too much. No, you just stop drowning with them. And misery hates abandonment. So they'll try to pull you back. Why most people fail right here. This is where most quit. Not because it's hard, but because it's quiet. No applause. No validation. No audience. Just you, your goals, and the voice in your head asking, is this worth it? Let me answer that for you. If you want an average life. No, if you want freedom. Yes. Discipline is identity, not a mood. Stop treating discipline like a feeling. Discipline is not motivation. Discipline is not inspiration. Discipline is who you are. You don't wake up asking if you'll brush your teeth. You just do it. That's identity. When discipline becomes identity, excuses die. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't debate effort. You execute. The hard truth about talent. Talent is overrated. There are talented people right now, broke, depressed, invisible, because talent without discipline is wasted potential. Discipline beats talent every time. Consistency embarrasses gifted laziness. The world rewards reliability, not hype. Late night grinder reality. It's late again. Your body wants rest. Your mind wants escape. This is the moment that defines you. Do you obey comfort, or do you obey your future? Every late night is a vote. A vote for the life you want, or the life you'll regret. And no sympathy. Nobody cares. Here's the cold truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody cares how hard it is. Nobody owes you understanding. Results are the only language the world respects. You can cry, or you can build. Both hurt. Point one pays. Repeatable punchline. Deeper programming. Say it again. Comfort is killing my future. Say it when you want easy. Say it when you want to quit. Say it when pain shows up, because pain is not the enemy. Comfort is. Identity shift. You are not like them. From this moment on, you don't chase balance. You don't chase approval. You don't chase comfort. You chase mastery. You are not normal. Stop living like you are. Normal people escape pain. Elite people use it. Part 2, cliffhanger, the point of no return. In part 3, I'm going to break down why motivation is a trap, why discipline feels boring, and why boring is the secret weapon of unstoppable people. This is where excuses get destroyed. Stay locked in. The moment you realize you've outgrown them, one day, you'll sit in a room and realize you don't belong there anymore. The conversations feel small. The jokes feel empty. The goals feel non-existent. That's growth. And growth is uncomfortable. That don't run back to feel accepted. And no sympathy. This is the path. Let me be cold with you. Nobody promised you this would be easy. Nobody promised you company. Nobody promised you understanding. If you want average, go back. If you want to lead, stay. Repeatable punchline. Stronger than before. Say it again. Say it louder this time. Comfort is killing my future. Say it when you feel lonely. Say it when you miss your old life. Say it when silence gets heavy, because silence is sharpening you. The silent transformation, people won't notice your growth at first, but they'll notice later. When you speak differently, when you move differently, when your life looks different, success is loud only at the end. You are being forged right now. You are being forged like steel in fire, like diamonds under pressure. This pain is not punishment, that it's preparation. Part 4 cliffhanger, the final shift coming. In Part 5, we turn you from disciplined to ruthless. I'll show you how to kill excuses permanently, build an unbreakable routine, become emotionally cold toward comfort, lock into a mindset that never goes back. This is the point of no return. Once you cross it, you won't recognize the old you. Fire. End of Part 4 channel. Dr. Eric T. Motivation Part 5. Killing excuses. Building a ruthless routine and becoming emotionless toward him. 4RT title. Comfort is killing your future channel. Dr. Eric T. Motivation. Open. This is the point of no return. Listen to me carefully. Up to now, you've been disciplined. But discipline alone is not enough. Discipline can still negotiate. Discipline can still hesitate. Discipline can still feel sorry for itself. What you need now is ruthlessness, not toward people, toward comfort, because comfort doesn't deserve mercy. The final enemy, excuses. Let's expose excuses for what they really are. Excuses are lies you tell yourself to protect your comfort. I'm tired. I'm not ready. I don't have time. I'll start when things are better. Translation: I choose easy over progress. Excuses sound intelligent. They sound logical. They sound reasonable. And they destroy lives. Why excuses feel so real? Excuses feel real because your brain is designed for survival, not success. Your brain wants safety. Your brain wants predictability. Your brain wants comfort. Growth threatens all three. Your mind will fight you. Not loudly, smartly, with justifications. The rule: no negotiation with weakness. Here's the rule elite people live by. No negotiations with weakness. You don't debate effort. You don't discuss discomfort. You don't ask permission to suffer. You decide once, and then you execute forever. Every time you negotiate, you lose authority over yourself. And a man who can't control himself will never control his life. Building a ruthless routine. Routine is not about productivity. Routine is about eliminating choice. Choice creates hesitation. Hesitation creates excuses. A ruthless routine removes emotion from action. You wake up at the same time. You work at the same time. You train at the same time. Not because you feel like it, but because it's locked in. Why routine feels boring and why that's good. Routine feels boring because it starves your need for stimulation. And that's the point. When life stops entertaining you, you stop needing entertainment. You become self-powered. Boring routines build dangerous people. Emotionless execution. Elite minds don't ask, "How do I feel?" They ask, "What is required?" They don't let moods decide movement. Sad? Work. Tired? Work. Unmotivated? Work. Emotionless execution is freedom, because feelings no longer control you. Comfort must become disgusting. This is critical. You must change how comfort feels in your body. Comfort should feel like danger, like weakness, like betrayal. Every time you choose comfort, you delay the person you're supposed to become. Train your mind to associate comfort with regret. The pain standard. Raise your pain standard. What used to break you should now barely slow you down. What used to exhaust you should now feel. Normal. Pain tolerance is a skill, and skills can be trained. Late night rule. When most fail, this is where ruthlessness shows. Late at night, when nobody would know, when skipping wouldn't matter, that's when you show loyalty to your future. You don't stop because nobody is watching. You continue because you are watching. And no reward without respect. Stop rewarding yourself for effort. Effort is expected. Results earn rewards. This is where people sabotage themselves. They celebrate too early. They relax too soon. Stay hungry. You are not special. And that's power. Let me remove another lie. You are not special. And that's good, because special people wait for perfect moments. Ordinary people who work relentlessly win. Consistency beats uniqueness. The identity lock-in from now on. You don't try. You don't hope. You don't wish. You execute. This is no longer a phase. This is no longer motivation. This is who you are. Mental coldness. Necessary. Not evil. You must become emotionally cold toward. Distractions, comfort, excuses, weak conversations, time wasters. Cold does not mean heartless. Cold means focused. Why most people can't follow you anymore? At this stage, people will feel uncomfortable around you. Your discipline exposes their laziness. Your silence exposes their noise. Your progress exposes their stagnation. They'll say you're extreme. Good. Extreme focus creates extreme results. Repeatable punchline. Final form. Say it slowly. Comfort is killing my future. Say it until it's automatic. Say it until comfort feels wrong. Say it until discipline feels normal. The moment you realize you've changed one day, you'll wake up early without resistance, that you'll work without drama, that you'll choose hard without thinking, and you'll realize you're no longer fighting yourself. That's power. This is who you are now. You are not waiting for motivation. You are not chasing hype. You are building something most people will never understand. And that's fine. Lions don't explain themselves to sheep. Open, destroying the motivation myth. Let me say something that will shock you. Motivation is for beginners. Motivation is emotional. Motivation is temporary. Motivation disappears the moment life gets heavy. That if motivation was enough, everyone would be successful. But they're not, because winners are not driven by feelings, they're driven by standards. Why motivation fails you? Motivation comes from excitement. Excitement comes from novelty, and novelty fades. That's why you start strong and disappear silently. You don't quit loudly. You quit by getting comfortable. Point one skip day, point one soft decision. One excuse too many. That's how potential dies. Quietly. Boredom, the real battlefield. Here's the truth nobody glorifies. Winning is boring. Same routine, same work, same pain, over and over and over again. The gym is boring. Studying is boring. Building skills is boring. That's why most people fail. They need excitement to move. Elite people move without it. Discipline is doing it without energy. Listen carefully. Discipline is not doing it when you're fired up. Discipline is doing it when you're empty, when you're tired, when you're doubting, when nobody's watching. That's real power. Anyone can work on a good day. Few can work on a bad one. And those few, they win everything. Mental warfare. You versus you. Your enemy is not society. Your enemy is not the system. Your enemy is the voice in your head. The voice that says, you've done enough. You deserve rest. You can skip today. That voice sounds reasonable, but reasonable people stay average. You must learn to disobey yourself. Repetition. How killers are made. You want to know the secret? Repetition. Doing the same thing long after others quit. Not for weeks, not for months, for years. That NO praise it, NO likes it, NO recognition. Just execution. That's how monsters are built. Why boring wins? Boring people beat talented people. Because boring people show up every single day. Talent gets tired. Consistency gets results. The world doesn't. Reward excitement. The IT rewards output. Late night grinder. The dead hours. It's late. These are the dead hours. No distractions. No noise. Just you and the work. This is where discipline is forged. If you can win the night, you can control your future. No sympathy. Your feelings don't matter. Let's be clear. Nobody cares how you feel. The bills don't care. Your future doesn't care. Feelings change. Standards don't. Stop asking, how do I feel today? Start asking, what must be done? Identity shift, becoming dangerous. From this point forward, you don't seek motivation. You don't chase hype. You don't need validation. You become dangerous in silence, quiet, consistent, relentless. Let them underestimate you. Repeatable punchline, deep programming, say it again. Comfort is killing my future. Say it when boredom hits. Say it when energy dies. Say it when nobody's watching. Part 3, cliffhanger. The dark turn. In part 4, we go deeper. I'll show you why suffering alone is mandatory, why isolation sharpens you, and why the strongest people are built in silence. This is where weak minds leave. Part 4. Isolation, loneliness, and the price of becoming ELIT title. Comfort is killing your future channel. Dr. Eric T. Motivation. Open. This part is not for everyone. Listen carefully. If you are addicted to noise, if you need people around you to feel okay, if silence scares you, this part will hurt, because greatness is not built in crowds. IT is built in isolation. And most people are not strong enough to be alone with their thoughts. The lie you were told about success, they lied to you. They showed you success as parties, cars, friends, applause. They never showed you the real part. The empty room, the silent phone, the nights where nobody checks on you. Before success is loud, it is painfully quiet. And that silence breaks weak people. Why isolation is mandatory. Let me make this clear. You cannot build a new life while surrounded by people who are comfortable with the old one. Growth requires separation. Not because you hate people, but because you respect your future. Every time you isolate, you hear yourself more clearly. And that scares people. Loneliness is not a problem. It's a signal. Loneliness is not a curse. It's a signal that it's life telling you you're no longer like them. When you stop partying, when you stop wasting time, when you stop explaining yourself, you will feel alone. Good. That means you're evolving. Why your old circle can't come with you. Here's a truth you must accept. Everyone cannot go where you're going. Some people are chapters, not the whole book, and holding on to them out of guilt will cost you everything. They'll say, you've changed. Yes, that's the point. The pain of being misunderstood, you will be misunderstood. Your silence will be called arrogance. Your discipline will be called obsession. Your focus will be called selfish. Let them talk. People always judge what they can't replicate. They don't see your vision because it was not given to them. Late night pain, when nobody is clapping. This is the hardest part. Working when nobody knows. Grinding when nobody believes. Continuing when nobody cares. No likes. No comments. No support. Just you and the work. This is where most people quit. Not because it's impossible, but because it's invisible. The real reason people fear being alone. People fear isolation because isolation removes distraction and excuses and noise and one to blame. Just truth. And truth is heavy in isolation. You can't lie to yourself anymore. Discipline and silence. This is where discipline becomes dangerous. Motivation videos, hype music, external push. Just standards. You wake up early, not because you feel like it. You work late, not because you're inspired. You show up because that's who you are now. Identity beats emotion. Sacrifice what you must give up. Let's be honest. To win, You will give up things you enjoy: comfort, sleep, entertainment, instant pleasure. While others relax, you refine. While others escape, you endured. That's the trade. Why most people can't pay the price. They want the reward without the responsibility. They want the lifestyle without the loneliness. They want freedom without. Disciplined IT doesn't work like that. The price is the price. And if you don't pay it now, you'll pay regret later. Mental toughness, built in darkness. Mental toughness is not built in easy times, but it's built when you don't want to continue, but you do. You feel tired, but you move. You feel alone, but you stay focused. Every lonely night is a workout for your mind, and strong minds control weak environments. You must become comfortable with discomfort. Read this slowly. Your future requires a version of you at your current comfort level cannot support it. Discomfort is not optional. Discomfort is training. The more you avoid it, the weaker you stay. The more you embrace it, the more unstoppable you become. Reprogramming your self-talk. Stop saying, "This is hard." Start saying, "This is necessary." Stop saying, "I'm tired." Start saying, "I'm disciplined." Stop saying, "I'm alone." Start saying, "I'm focused." Language shapes identity.